Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's time to fire up our outdoor wood boiler CL6048 outdoor non-gasification unit by Central Boiler. So without further ado, let's roll right into it. It's time for wood heating season. It is time to burn stuff, create fire. Yes, why not? So anyways, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the official startup of my CL6048 outdoor non-gasification classic outdoor boiler. This is season, I think this is season 7 now. This machine was put in 2008. We moved in 7 years ago, and we've been holding on to the reins, riding this iron horse for the last 7 years. So this is our 7th season, I believe. I can't do math. And yeah, today we're gonna fire it up. So we have a smorgasbord of pallets here next to me. So let's go ahead and cut up some of these pallets. We've been hoarding them for the last few months here. So let's zip through that in a quick time lapse. Let's get a fire going. We'll walk you through the proper startup procedures. But if you're getting to this video, I invite you to watch this video. This is a pre-checklist, things you need to check over before you start your machine. So without further ado, folks, let's cut some pallets up and find some stuff to burn. So I'm going to put this in the beginning of the video. Before we start cutting up some pallets, there is a certain sequence of events you need to do before you just start a fire and start circulating water. Let's think about it. You have 400 gallons of water in here at X temperature. It's 50 to 45 degrees out. Your house, chances are, I start my boiler last minute, so our heat is technically already on. You don't want to immediately mix the cold water and introduce that into the house through the heat exchanger. You don't want to do that. So first thing you need to do, and I'm going to show you. First thing you need to do before you even start a fire is open your panel here and make sure your pump is disconnected. Now the reason you want to do that is you want to heat up probably 85–90% of the water to temperature before you start running it into the house. If you were to just turn that pump on and get a fire going, what you're doing is you're taking 45-degree water and introducing it into your home versus 180-degree water. Which one is going to bring in condensation and moisture? 45-degree water pumped into your house or 180-degree water? I think that's a pretty easy answer. The hot water. So no matter what your model is, you need to bring this water temperature slowly up to temperature, and then you could pump in your pump and start circulating your water through your house. So without further ado, let's cut some pallets up and let's get rolling. All right, everybody, so we're back in the house now. This is where the outdoor boiler PEX comes through the ground here. As you can see, this is our supply line and our return line. It runs up through the ceiling, over into the other room, into the mechanical room, and we'll get to that in a second. But first thing we have to do, the last time we were down here was about 6 months ago. So this circuit here, wood boiler, turn that on. Now that should activate the door damper and the temperature gauge. We unplugged our pump, so we're not circulating any of this water here. So let's go back out to the machine and get the fire going. All right, so we're back out at the boiler here. We turn the circuit on in the basement. Now what we need to do is turn our power on at the unit. As you can see, our damper just opened up. Our temperature gauge is a whopping 52 degrees. Our damper should be open. You can hear it if you listen. So yeah, without further ado, let's get a fire going in here. Yep, we can see daylight. Our damper's open. It's calling for heat, so let's give it some. You want to get these machines up to temp slowly. We are using pallets which burn extremely hot, so we are going to slowly feather this up to speed. You don't want to just get a rip-roaring fire going. You got to bring this machine from ambient temperature. There's 400 gallons of water in there at 52 degrees. We have to bring 400 gallons of water up to 180 degrees. So needless to say, slow. Let this machine come to life slowly. Again, our pump is still unhooked. You just want to heat up the water in the unit first, and then you plug your pump in. So we'll bring you guys along. Alright folks, here it is. Ceremonial torch lighting. Wood heat season has officially begun. Alright, we're gonna let that slowly build up temperature. We're gonna come check on it a little bit. So we're gonna stoke it, throw a little bit of more paper and cardboard. I've been hoarding cardboard for the last like couple weeks, so we're just gonna throw it in there and burn. Our water temperature is at 52 degrees. It's gonna take a while to heat up. So again, we'll come out and we'll check on it in a little bit. Right now, let's do a little time thing. Right now it is 9:30. So we just started it. It's 9:30. Let's come out here in about an hour, see where our water's at. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, folks. There's Old Faithful in her glory. So it's been an hour. It's 10:30. Started at about 9:30. Let's see where we're at. Again, slow build, slow fire. We're at 87. See where our fire's at. Oh, all right, okay. Let's go ahead and break this around and throw some more material in. Again, slowly bring the temperature up. You don't want to rip more and fire in there. Get a nice coal bed in there. Threw a couple of small hardwood logs in there after I shut the camera off. Looks pretty good. We'll check back on it in another hour. God, I absolutely love firewood. If you're enjoying this video, hit that thumbs up for me and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Without further ado, let's get back into it. All right, an hour later, 11:30. Look at this machine run. I absolutely love this thing. So let's see what we're doing here. 127 degrees. Wow, that's a big jump. What was it? 53 to start. Then we were 87. Now we're at 127. Awesome. So we're heating up. We're getting there. Let's have a peek, huh? Oh baby. All right, let's go ahead and rake that around. Add some more juice. All right, so we're back out here. The machine's at 181. It is 1 o'clock. So let's go inside and turn the plumbing on. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll come back out here and we'll turn our circulating pump on. All right, so like I said in the beginning of the video, this is the PEX that run right to the side of the machine where the pump is. It comes up, well, obviously it comes through the foundation, and an insulated tube comes up over the barn door here and then into our storage room, if you will. Now, terrible lighting in here, so bear with me. So pretty much this is how an outdoor boiler works, and I'll touch on this in a second in the next video. But this is your supply, and your return runs through a heat exchanger. The water in the outdoor boiler never actually flows through the home like your baseboard or your furnace. it flows through pretty much a heat exchanger. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our valves, and then we're going to turn on our heat pump exchanger, and then we're going to go plug our pump in. That's going to start circulating this water, and then obviously once 180-degree water circulates through the heat exchanger here, our oil won't kick on as long as our wood is nice and hot. So let's go out there and plug it in, and then we should be good to roll. All right, now coming back out to the boiler, as you can see, our solenoid shut off. Our temperature is at 183. So now these are all open, all our valves. Let's go ahead and plug our pump in. Now what we're doing here is we are taking the 183-degree water, 400 gallons of it, and now we're running it through that heat exchanger. So now what we're going to do in the house is put on a heat draw, turn the thermostats up, get everything really going, get everything nice and hot. So let's hop back inside now, turn the thermostats on, we'll go double check the heat exchanger, and then we'll be good. Okay, so this is our first thermostat. Let's put it to 75 to call for some heat. Here's our one in the kitchen. Let's turn that to about 75. There's another one in our living room and dining room. Turn that to about 75. So if I put my hand on the supply, oh yeah, that's nice and hot. So let's just go check, make sure nothing is leaking on this other side. I'll go over how this machine works in a future video, but sorry for the bad lighting. Oh yeah, that's nice and hot. Woo, that baby's cooking. So it's official, we're officially running off the wood. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. So that's pretty much how you start up an outdoor boiler. It may vary depending on your machine and your model, but anyways, going forward, if you guys want to see any type of outdoor boiler video, put it in the comments below and I will blow through every suggestion, because I aim to please, and these videos are pretty popular. So without further ado, now that this machine's running, we're going to clean up a little bit. I'm not going to show any of this on camera, but we're going to bring a rack over here, and then I think in the next video we're going to do an inventory to see how much wood we have starting now, and then we can reference that video at the end of the heating season. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Please leave a thumbs up, and like I always say, we will see you out in the woods.